Hey, how are you? Bernadette Chinley, Trinidad and Tobago. I am talking to you today from my classroom. I am a homeschool mom and I finished off the school year. I was able to motivate my boys enough that I was able to keep them on target and get them to finish in May so that I can focus a little bit more on my home-based business. And so therefore I am able to talk to you a little more frequently about what to do for your home-based business. Excellent. So we're going to talk today about tips on how to motivate you. In particular, we're going to focus on two tips only because they're kind of loaded. So I just thought I'd keep it to two tips. So the first question I need to ask you is, do you know you? In order to motivate you, you need to know yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your fears? You need to face these things, have answers to these questions, and so therefore we know where best to work on and what first to work on. So what do you have as your goal? Is your goal, for whatever your goal is, you need to put your plan into place. And before we do that, you must know what you need to do to be motivated. So do you know, or have you ever realized that you don't need to be motivated to do the things that you like? Like, for instance, ice cream, eating foods that you like, playing with dogs, like my dog in the backyard there making a whole bunch of noise. Why do you like those things? You like those things because somewhere along the line, while you were growing up in your youth, you started doing it, you felt success, and so therefore you continued practicing and practicing until it come to just natural, you know. So it's like going to a sport lesson, playing tennis. When you go to tennis the first time, you hit that ball and you hit that ball and you get it over the net, you feel success, therefore you go back to practice, you go back to practice, you go back to practice, and you get better. And now you and I playing recreational tennis, you know, because we enjoy it. So it's the same thing with your home-based business. So, you know, you need to figure out what's going to motivate you. For instance, I give you a story about myself. I never got seriously overweight because I knew how difficult, or I believed that it would be humongously difficult for me to lose the weight. So I never allowed my weight to get away from me. And a couple of years ago, I knew I needed to lose weight because I had my last child. My last child is 7 years old. So I had to lose weight. And in order to get myself to lose weight, I need to do it in small parts. And I knew that I couldn't tell myself that I wanted to lose weight because I needed to be smaller. I had to tell myself loads of stuff. Like, for instance, I had to tell myself whenever I saw a dessert that was really enticing, ice cream that we all love, I had to tell myself all the horrible things that it was going to do to me. You know, high cholesterol, put artificial stuff in you, unnecessary sugar, and then too much sugar is going to give you cancer. So I had to really blow it out of blow it out of proportion probably. You know, but I needed to get me to not eat the dessert. So do whatever you need to do to get yourself to do what you have to do, what you know you have to do. Okay? So tip number one is building your willpower and finding a way to strengthen for you to get to your goal. Strengthen you enough. Strengthen your will by repeated actions and by repeatedly congratulating yourself on the way to get to your goal. All right? Now, big question. Do you want to be motivated? You have a home-based business. You don't have a boss over you telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that, demanding work from you. So you got to self-motivate. And if you found yourself in a home-based business and you don't have that self-motivation, you need to build it. It's not that you could never have it, you need to build it. All right? And it's going to come in slow parts. Take yourself a step at a time. Like, for instance, when I was cutting juice out of my diet, I did not say, bam, no more juice, because I knew it wouldn't be real. When I cut my juice, when I wanted to drop my sugar intake, I knew that if I did it in a big way, that it would not stick. So you got to do it in small parts and get yourself to the absolutely no juice. And today I don't even crave it. I love water. So you get yourself to love doing what you know you need to do. Right? Make sense? Excellent. So let's sit down and brainstorm. Why do you like to do what you do? Why do you like doing it? And when did you start liking what you do? Okay? So those are the three things of where you enjoy doing what you do. So you have something in your life now that you need to do, and you don't know how you're going to get there, and you need to motivate yourself to get there. Okay? So how to motivate you? You are going to motivate you by finding those three ways of getting you there. Okay? And here comes the action plan. The action plan is setting your goals down. Okay? Now, in particular, when somebody says they're going to diet, they see that lovely cake in front of them and it says, oh, I want that cake, I want that cake. So they eat the cake. And then they say, well, I'll start the diet tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. So you've got to give yourself a start date. Put a number to it. June 20th, 2008. June May 15th, 2015, whatever it is that you want to start. Put your date to it, put an end date to it. 5 years down the line, this is where I want to be in my business. 2 years down the line, this is where I want to be in 2 years' time. 1 year down the line, this is where I want to be in my business. 9 months, 6 months, 3 months. And after you lay out those times, then you need to put actions next to each of those things. What am I going to be doing 3 months from now? What am I going to be doing consistently 6 months from now, 9 months from now, etc., etc., etc. So, in order to get there, in order to get that action plan going and happening consistently, you need to start your journal. You need to track your actions. You need to track your results. And as you do this, pass it up to your coach and your mentor. Get their approval. Doesn't make sense doing stuff that's not going to get you the results that you want. Okay? So pass it by your mentor and your coach. Get their approval, and you're on your way. So tip number 2 is set your goals, lay out your actions, and track everything that you do. Okay? So if you're looking for a coach and a mentor, pick me. Excellent. If you like what you saw, leave a comment. If you have questions, sure, drop the comment in the comment box. Subscribe to my videos so that you can get my videos as they happen. And if you like what and you found value, feel free, share with a friend or two. And before you go, I'm going to read for you a quote from my friend Simon Steck. I saw him over on TED Talks, an excellent talk that he gave on why you do what you do. So he says, what you do is because of what you believe about how you see yourself and how you want others to see you first. Okay, I hope you get it. Great. Bye.